Hello everyone! Welcome to our very first live stream about ArcheAge Unchained. We're really happy to be here. I'm Merci, I'm Jaya.
I'm Sim Karandash.
What's going on Twitch? My name is Krolin. I'm the executive producer for ArcheAge. We are streaming live from our Berlin studio. It's really great to see you guys. It's good to be back. You know, we have been off the air for, I don't know, close to a year now. And I have to say, I'm going to get a little bit sentimental real quick, chat. I have to say, I've been gone for like a year, and I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be talking to you guys right now. You can see the smile on my face. It's not a lie. Can I get some hearts in chat, please? I have the feels right now. Really need some hearts in chat. Okay, emotional bit aside. So we're here today to talk about ArcheAge Unchained. You have seen the website, you've heard the announcements, maybe you've joined the Discord. And so we've seen a lot of questions rolling in about, you know, what's going on with Unchained? Why did we decide to do it now? Like, what is the catalyst behind it? And so I wanted to give you a little bit of backstory before we go into the other things that we'll discuss on the stream. And so, you know, this has been a question that's really been around since release. We've had people who have asked us, you know, what, you know, they don't like the business model, they don't like the free-to-play approach to ArcheAge, and they say, you know, ArcheAge could be the best game, but, and there was always that comma after it. And so this internal dialogue began mostly, you know, it started at Tryon probably about 2.5 years ago. And it was really just this initiative to say, how can we change the way ArcheAge works to meet the expectations of the people who know and love the game and didn't quite get that experience when it was released the first time. And so, you know, there were a lot of conversations internally. Ultimately, we ended up talking to XL. And I would have to say about 1.5 years ago, it really clicked. We had a meeting with the XL team. We were talking to Jake Song, and it really just, you know, it started to be visible. And it was really important to me and the team at that point to push it forward and try and do whatever we could with it. Now, you guys know at the end of last year, Tryon didn't fare so well. And so we were fortunately picked up by the team at Gamigo. And I have to say, you know, when this idea came up again internally, can we do it? Is it the right thing to do for the game? Gamigo was insanely supportive of it. And I mean, you know, basically across the board, people were just, had support for the team, had support for the ideas, wanted to do right by the players. And so here we are today. And so ArcheAge Unchained is basically, you know, the same game we all know and love, the same game we've played, but it's delivered to you in a way that you can interact with it much more easily. You know, it's the version of the game, doesn't have Apex. Anybody who buys in is treated as a patron. We don't sell lock boxes, we don't sell labor, we don't sell tax certificates, we don't sell rumbling Archeum trees, blah, blah, blah. The pitch goes on and on. But I have to say, everybody on my team, you know, my 2 friends here included, all the guys back at home have been working their asses off to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb to identify the things that have been the most painful and remove them for the Unchained version. And so over the forthcoming weeks, as we work our way towards release, you guys will see that on the live streams. You'll see that in our communications to you. If you feel a certain way about the stuff that we present, please let us know. We are extremely receptive to your feedback at this point, and we are ready to make the changes to make you happy as our dedicated ArcheAge players. Okay, Krolin monologue over. We can move on to the next part of our stream.
So please keep asking questions in the chat. iArches is going to be moderating you, so also behave. And, well, you've been feeding us a lot of questions over the last few weeks, and we gathered some of them here to answer the most burning ones. So first of all, I think the question that is in everybody's lips and, well, keyboards is, when is the release?
So ArcheAge Unchained will be released on September 30th. You guys probably saw the announcements that are floating around our new shiny website. And so the release date is going to be on September 30th. We hope to see you there.
And, well, another thing is how much it's going to cost. Will there be founder packs also?
So yes, ArcheAge Unchained is going to come with 3 founder packs, and we're going to start with $25.99. The important thing is it's the same for US dollars and euros.
So it's fixed for both regions?
Yes.
It doesn't change anything. That's great.
Correct.
And where can we purchase it?
So you guys can check out the new website at archeageunchained.tryonworlds.com. And like I said, it's a really shiny website. I think it looks pretty cool. And all of the founders packs and that sort of thing is listed there. And you know, as Karen Dash mentions, we're targeting that. You can play ArcheAge for $25.99, no patron, none of that other stuff required. There's no monthly subscription fee, and that's just sort of the package that we branded for you. So check out the website.
And also another thing is, well, will there be any early access packages? Can we check the game before it releases?
So no, there's not going to be any early access package. It's going to stick with just with the founder packages. Everyone is going to start at the same time, so everyone has like the same chances to get land, to start and progress. So there's no head start on that.
Okay. And there was a lot of talk also about in which version are we releasing it. A lot of people were asking if we're releasing it in alpha since the beginning, but well, what is it going to be?
Well, when we've done new servers in the past, we've tried a bunch of different ways to do it. The last time, you know, not the last time, but one of the recent times, we had a progression server, and you know, we unlock content over time. Maybe it was the last time. Sorry, chat, call me out if I'm wrong. Nui and Ezzy, yeah, it's a little bit fuzzy for me. It's been a while. But we've launched new servers in a bunch of different ways. And this time around, we thought it would be important to release the full breadth of ArcheAge content. And so Unchained and both Legacy will receive the Shadows Revealed update. That's what's referred to as Korean 6.0 version. And it has the new Swiftblade class and a bunch of other great headlining features. We will also talk about that upcoming content update in our Friday streams going forward.
And well, everybody wants to know what is in the ARC passes, how do they work, and well, what kind of items is really just cosmetics? Okay,
let's jump into game real quick. And so basically, ARC passes. Now, ARC passes are a new feature that has been added for ArcheAge Unchained. And what you see on the screen looks very similar to like the daily activity tracker. Those of you who are familiar with like a battle pass season or a season pass model will be very familiar with this. It's in ArcheAge's version of that sort of a system. And so you will unlock daily quests, you will complete them, and as you complete them, you earn progress against the bar. There are 45 levels of this pass. When you complete it, you will earn basic rewards. Everybody will unlock those. And then if you pay $10 for the premium pass, you unlock the second tier of rewards. Now, there have been a lot of questions about this, a lot of speculation about what the rewards will be. The ARC pass that you currently see on the screen is on a very early build of Unchained. It's on internal servers. And the pass that you see right now is actually not one of the ARC passes that is available for real money. This is a version of the ARC pass that will be available in game for game currency. And that's why you see like the rewards are Gilda stars. It's just basically an introduction to the pass. It will be available, and that's what you see there. So the additional ARC passes will basically have some of the items that were on the previous ArcheAge marketplace, like in the Legacy version, and they will be redistributed through the basic reward track. That means anybody, regardless if you buy the premium pass or not, you get access to those basic rewards. And that will have a wide range of items from the full catalog of ArcheAge items. Now, you also get a new currency called Diligence Coins. This is a new currency that's introduced with the ARC Pass system, and the Diligence Coins can be spent on a unique store that unlocks a very wide range of things available in ArcheAge. It can be everything from, you know, battle pets to gliders. It can be housing support items, even labor potions. This is the important takeaway here. Diligence Coins are only earned on the basic reward track. That's the one that everybody has access to. Now for the premium rewards, the items that are there are largely cosmetic. We have things like Crest Brainstorms, we have the UCC t-shirts, we have a range of costumes, you know, there's dye tickets. It's all of the things that would affect your physical appearance, your costume, maybe non-stat furniture items for your house, and that's the makeup of the premium reward tracks. Now, this is really geared to get you out there and playing ArcheAge and doing these daily activities to earn those basic rewards. You can spend your Diligence Coins however you like. In a forthcoming stream, we will absolutely show you everything that's available on the Diligence Coins. But just to say it again, those coins are only available from the basic track and are not available in the premium track. We are staying true to our approach, and it's 100% cosmetic and items that don't improve functionality at all.
Okay, and some of the other questions were about if there are going to be different versions, something like a collector's edition or something like that.
No, actually we're going to stick, like we said, we're going to stick with the Founders Pack. So there is no collector's edition. We think they're designed to fit everyone's needs. So there is no need for the collector's edition. You can think of the Founders Packs as a collector's edition in general.
Okay, in chat, I love you guys. Saved. largely in all caps, okay? Well, let me clarify. The items that are going to be in that premium reward track are cosmetic in nature. We're not even putting things like expansion scrolls or any of that stuff. I was reading Discord earlier and I saw some of the comments about that. All of those things are in the Diligence shop. And I have to confer to you that we will lay that out in front of you and you can pick us apart and tell me the things that you don't like. We'll move that crap out of there. Our goal is to just give you guys cosmetics. So call me out when you see that.
Okay, and
derailed. Sorry, I derailed a little bit.
It's okay. The next one is something that also has been coming up a lot in the Discord, and it's about the trade system, because a lot of people were asking for the old packs back, and they want to know how it's going to be, if there's going to be a rework in the system, how it's going to work.
Yeah, so the trade system, like Jaya just said, it has been a huge topic. I mean, there's several threads that we're having in the forums right now. And yes, it is not going to change for now. However, we're listening to you and we're actually forwarding every kind of feedback that you're providing at us. So yeah, maybe Murph would like to say something to that.
Yeah, you know, this has always been a very passionate topic of mine as well. I remember the good old days, like maybe some of you would describe them. And that was before some of the changes to trade. Maybe, when the world was a little bit more open and there was a little bit more customization on how trade occurred. There's mixed feelings about it. It's not all, let's go back to the old version. Some people, remember running many trade packs for many hours, and sometimes it grows tiring. So there's mixed feedback on it, but when visiting XL Games and talking about the state of gameplay, the state of trade is something that always comes up. And I am definitely of the camp of people who would like to see something closer to the original version. In recent talks with XL, they also sort of get that same feedback from Korea. They feel pretty confident about that too. I don't know how that will manifest in the future or if it will, but that's something that we push on and that we believe in.
Yeah, I just want to jump in because the chat is, you guys are spamming that question, and this is like a very good question there. What about Steam?
It is our intent to release ArcheAge Unchained on Steam. We're targeting September 30th as well. We will have more information about that as we get closer.
Great. And, well, a lot of people also want to know about the crime points. Is there going to be any adjustments?
I see that in chat right now. So let's talk about crime points for a little bit. Now, in the Shadows Revealed version, there is a mechanic in place when you're in prison to perform chores to reduce your crime rating. I've not seen it firsthand. I've mostly just seen it in design documents and heard the conversation around it. But I think that's one way that crime can be alleviated. In past discussions with XL as well, we've always sort of there's been room to tune crime points and that sort of a thing. Now, back in the day, there were potions you could drink to remove your crime points, and also maybe you purchase them for honor or wherever you loyalty at some point. That potion does not currently exist in the Unchained version. That may change prior to release, but currently it is not available and is not in the plan. So taking your feedback about the crime points in general, if you have very strong opinions, light up the forums with them, and Karen Dash and Jaya will be happy to answer you.
Yes. And now it's a very hot topic, housing.
Oh yeah.
And everybody wants to know, is it really open for everyone? Will there be a system rework also? Maybe it will be instance. There was a lot of question, and is there going to be a land lock when the game is released?
So yeah, there is some sort of a land lock. Let's call it like this. So first of all, let's stick with a basic question. Housing, is it going to change or not? Housing is going to change at one point because no one is, or actually everyone is a patron now, which means everyone has the right to be like his own landlord, who can actually own houses now. It's not going to be instanced like a lot of you that thought in different other games. we're going to stick with the game and the system we have. The housing system itself is like great on ArcheAge as it is, but still, if you have feedback for us, just let us know about this. The landlocked topic is something different. If I remember correctly, the first Saturday until then?
That's what we're targeting now, yep.
Yeah.
And so just to go into a little bit more detail about that, a lot of those questions about housing availability, that really harkens back to old players who maybe joined us at original release or fresh start servers, and land was highly competitive. In the Unchained version, I still think there will be fierce competition over the primary real estate in ArcheAge. Now, there are a couple things that influence that. We don't sell tax certificates. So you are beholden to the amount of tax certs that you create with your labor points and buy with your Diligence coins. And that will actually more or less limit housing placement and availability. You're not going to see people rocking 8 plots like they were, you know, just holding them with, maybe you still will, who knows. Maybe if somebody wants to dedicate all of their labor and all of their coins to housing, yeah, they can still pull that off. But it becomes exponentially expensive, as you know, and it's up to you whether you're going to spend your labor on it or your Diligence coins. Also, over the years, we've expanded the housing territories that are available in ArcheAge. Like, you know, a couple years ago, we added Anamar and Rocala Mountains, and then the further expansion in Aurora. There are a lot more housing plots than there were at release. All of those shared gardens are now housing areas. And so competition will be fierce, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot more land and there are some harder limitations on placing it. As for the landlock, yes, so we're targeting Saturday. The reason we do that means, you know, we'll release the game and you guys will basically have more or less 4 or 5 days to accumulate Gilda Stars, purchase your housing plots, and then that Saturday it'll be on and land placement will be allowed. In the past, we basically held it for about 2 days, but it's very important for us to open that on a weekend where it's the widest availability for players to have access to it. That also means that the first couple days are going to be extremely crazy for hidden farms and illegal growing operations. Yeah, that's going to happen, and it should be a bloodbath. So sounds exciting.
I really want to watch that. And well, we have also a few questions about what is going to be in the marketplace. Some people were asking about labor potions, for example.
Yep, no labor potions in the marketplace, no lock boxes in the marketplace. All of the items that we sell to you are cosmetic in nature, and we have the full catalog of ArcheAge costumes that will be for direct sale. We're not doing any sort of, you know, obfuscation of the item that you're going to get. You see the item. If you want to buy it, that's fine. If not, you know, that's totally up to you. We do have the full range of furniture items that don't have stats. We're not introducing things in the marketplace like the pajamas that increase labor regeneration while sleeping. We don't have building management certificates in there. We do have things like salon certificate. We have, you know, maybe dye tickets. We have gender swap tickets. I don't know. I'm coming up with the stuff off the top of my head. Crest brainstorms, those sorts of things are in the cash shop. So when you see the founders packs and you see the credits that are associated with that, these are the items that will be available for you. All of that other stuff that is sort of is even in the gray area of could this provide an advantage, even boosts. Boosts are completely moved to the Diligence token shop. So all of that stuff is out of the cash shop.
And what about mounts and gliders? Can we acquire them through Marketplace?
So no mounts are in the marketplace. Glider skins are in the marketplace, and you know how those skins work. Some of them are only for specific gliders, and that's they're interesting because if you don't have that base glider, the skin is not really of value to you. It's just the appearance of it. Those are in the marketplace. All of the other mounts and gliders and that kind of stuff is Diligence coins or repurposed through in-game mechanics. Not everything is available just through Diligence coins. It's not, you know, like just pigeonholed into that system. There's still other ways to get it throughout playing the game. The team at XL Games has reviewed general system mechanics, and more of those things will become available. It's also stuff like, you know, if you're familiar with the Monostorm crystal system and the way that helps you get mounts and these collectibles, you know, that sort of thing is what I say when I mean is redistributed through gameplay. Monostorm crystals are not in the store or anything like that, but you will be able to acquire those things through gameplay.
And what about RNG boxes and loot crates?
You had that, yes, they are not going to come. So everything you can see, there's no random factor on that. You will plainly see like, hey, this is what you want, this is what you can get. There's not going to be any RNG boxes.
And I'll add the context to the answer to that statement is for the marketplace specifically.
Yeah.
ArcheAge still has, you know, surprise items. You open the thing and get it, but those are all through gameplay.
Okay.
So like the crates, like Princess Crate and stuff like this.
Right, exactly.
And are the servers in Unchained going to be separated between NA and EU? Or North America and Europe?
Yep, we're following the standard model. When you guys log into Glyph to play, you'll see the legacy version of ArcheAge. You'll also see the Unchained version of ArcheAge underneath it. So it's a completely separate environment. That means no progress from any sort of legacy, no credits, nothing, no cosmetics, no items can be transferred to the Unchained servers. They are a complete wipe of everything. Everybody starts from the ground level. We intend to currently have multiple servers that are available in North America and Europe. We're generally targeting between the 2 to 4 range. It's going to depend on the amount of people who show us support in the coming weeks, and we will scale from there. But as you guys know in the past, the ArcheAge is such that when a new server comes out, the queue times are usually pretty strict, but then it settles down over the next week. So we need to measure very carefully against queue times, but also continued health of that server's population. So it's in flux a little bit. I think we're preparing enough servers in the background to meet the demand because there's been a lot of hype about it. So we're going to rise to the occasion. But back to the original question, yes, it's separated between North America and Europe the same way we did it. Sorry, I got to add one more thing. And I'm rambling, but that's the thing I do. And so in the legacy version, there's always been this controversial topic of if you have an account and you make a character in the other region, and that is a separate labor pool, they use that labor pool to earn progress, transfer it back to their origin region. And that's sort of been, it's always the way it's been in ArcheAge. It happened since release. That's largely empowered by the Apex system, the ability to transfer like that. There's no Apex in Unchained, so that's also a thing that's not going to be possible. While you can still play on either region, your progress will be locked to that region.
Okay, and you kind of answered the next question, that it was if the game is going to be on Glyph or would have another launcher. So
yep, it's going to be on Glyph right under Legacy, like I just mentioned, also targeting Steam.
Another hot topic is can we transfer items like maybe costumes or mounts from the legacy servers to Unchained?
Yeah, so no progress can be transferred.
Not even Sheepy?
No, Sheepy stays on legacy.
Okay.
Hearts in the chat for Sheepy.
And, well, I guess a lot of people also want to know if we'll have Hiram gear.
Yeah, so like we said in the FAQ already, in the forum, in Discord and everywhere else, the content is still like ArcheAge. So Hiram gear is nothing that we just removed. So it's still there. You can still go for Hiram, progress as fast as through Hiram, or you can just decide whatever you would like to do, like fishing or something like this. So this is going to stay the same, but Hiram gear, yes, like we said, it's going to be in there.
Okay, I'm going to take a couple questions from chat. So one question that I've seen coming up, auto loot pets are not currently on the Unchained version. That's not to say they'll never be added. It's something that could be available for Diligence Coins in the past, but I've not seen any of the auto loot pets or Power Stone pets in the Unchained version. Yeah. Another question that came up was, are cosmetics bound in the Unchained version? We've seen the concerns arising in Discord and some of the places that conversation has been going on about if there is no Apex, but there are still highly tradable items in the marketplace that may become a default Apex or a thing that people can buy for credits and then sell for gold. And so we have recently made the request to XL Games that all costumes and all items that are similar in nature to that are purchased in a bind on pickup status, meaning it's bound to your character when it's purchased. That is a very recent request. It's based on your feedback. We saw it come through, so we made that one. Other items in chat. So I see a lot of comments about a South America server. In the Unchained release, we currently do not have one planned. There have been discussions with XL about how to best support the region. And so I can't really say anything about it yet, but that is something that we can definitely consider in the future. It's something that Gamigo feels very strongly about. It's something that we'd like to have. The way that it's structured right now, it's something that needs to be negotiated. So I see the concerns in the chat, made a note of it. No South American server for release of Unchained.
64-bit client is also a question.
True, 64-bit client is available in the Shadows Revealed update, along with Stillwater Gulf, the new naval arena, the siege changes. There's a whole lineup of content, but I believe there's a stream dedicated to that.
Yeah. Also, another question came up with alt accounts. So people are interested in that. Like, there's alt armies out there. So what are we going to do about these things?
So for alt accounts, this is a very sensitive topic.
Yeah.
And I can see it coming through in chat. I'm glad you guys are asking about it. So basically, I'm going to give a little bit, this is a history lesson, history with Krolin. Okay, 2014, ArcheAge had an application called HackShield in place. HackShield largely prevented the ability to multi-client at the same time, run more than one character at the same time. But at launch, alts were allowed. Anybody could make basically any number of accounts, and a lot of people did. They were never logged in simultaneously, or maybe they were. But the intent was for HackShield to prevent people from multi-clienting, and I would say that a majority of the player base responded fairly to that. At one point, HackShield went away, and that sort of opened the floodgates. And then we saw people, alting responsibly, maybe only with 2 or 3 accounts or something like that. But all of us has seen that guy in like Diamond Shores farming prestige with like 400 characters, right? And so that's a thing that happened. That was not intentional, but it's also has been a challenge to regulate because of our policy was such that, generally we've allowed this for a long time. It's hard to walk it back. Some people might have strong feelings about it. I'm honestly curious at how Legacy is divided about if you support alts, if you want alts to go away, what have you. So with the release of the Shadows Revealed and Unchained, the Legacy version will remain unchained. The Legacy version will remain unchanged. They will have the same policies that they've always had. Now with the ArcheAge Unchained version, we will restrict multi-clienting, meaning you can only have one client logged in at a time. And we recently adopted a policy that basically states you can have up to 3 alt accounts. Anything over that will be reviewed for disciplinary action. And so we will strongly enforce that policy because it's the thing that has been brought to us and generally a thing that I think needs to be supported for Unchained. So there you have it for alts.
Raise a question that a lot of people have been asking is if you have several people playing in the same computer or in the same IP, if they can have more than one account, because if it's 2 persons, for example, it's already 4 accounts. If each one has 2, and that would be...
Yep, that makes sense. That's one of the reasons why the policy is a little bit liberal, because say we changed that and said, no alts, only 1 account, that's all you're allowed to have. Well, suddenly everybody has a little brother. Oh, dad wants to play ArcheAge now. Okay, it's not me, it's dad. You should see how many tickets that we received that, no, it was totally my brother playing, So we have this sort of like 3 limit in place. I see True's in chat. You guys feel me. Maybe, did you submit that ticket? Be honest, chat, did you submit that ticket? It was your brother? No, okay. Anyway, so that's why we have this sort of cap at 3. That's what we decided upon. There's still going to be wiggle room around chat. I love you guys. Of course you submitted the ticket. True.
And, well, a lot of people have been asking, and you kind of said it, we're having more streams. Do you want to say something about it? So,
with Unchained, we felt like, hey, it has been close to 1 year since you had the last stream. And we were very excited because we were working very hard on Unchained. And we felt like every single minute where you didn't have a stream. So we felt like, hey, we're going to have another stream next week and 1 week later. So we're going to stick with the Friday streams again, just because that's what we actually rolled with, and we want to roll with that again. So yeah, it's going to be another stream next week.
And the week after that, and the week after that. And sometimes it'll be me, sometimes it'll be Karen Dash and Jaya, sometimes it'll be other people. Yeah. But we will stream for you guys on Friday. Now, pulling questions out of chat again, I see KR labor system questions. So there have been discussions with XL, nothing's final yet. I'm not prepared to make any statements for or against it right now. That discussion has been ongoing though. Maybe if you feel strongly about it, please express your opinion. Right now it's sort of on the fence. There's been positive for and against it. So KR labor system is up in the air. And I'm trying to just grab as many of the questions as you guys throw out there as I can in chat. You guys are really talkative today. I like it.
Yeah.
But let's see. Okay, I'll grab questions from chat. Why don't you guys move on?
Okay.
Okay, so we have actually something planned for today, and it's a giveaway of 5 founder packs. So
just let me interrupt there. 5 Archeum founder packs. It's not just the simple one, it's the biggest one. And we're going to give away 5 of them. So all you need to do actually is just like exclamation mark giveaway into the chat. And we're going to raffle that through.
Does it have to be giveaway?
Yes, or we could change it. You want to change it?
Whatever.
Let's go with exclamation mark giveaway. It should be good. Let me check something.
Nightbot is really active.
The bot is really active. We're going to do it a bit differently then. Let me check something real quick. That can happen. That's live. There we go. So what we're going to do is we go with AAU in the chat. So ArcheAge Unchained. Simple as that. Just AAU in the chat and you're automatically qualifying for the raffle. And there is the delay and there we go. So yeah, we're sorry for that. Usually the bot should have time out of you there for 5 seconds.
Yeah, Nightbot is on it right now. Just overactive. Okay.
And just to be clear, the winners will be raffled. So we're not choosing.
We're going to show it to you. So everyone who is actually participating in that is going to be shown there, and everyone is going to be eligible.
I see all you guys in the chat following, spamming follows. Thanks for your follows. We appreciate it. We're going to be live for you every Friday. So definitely follow us and get notifications when we go online and all that good stuff. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So for now you can see there's a lot of eligible persons right now. Let's roll with it. Shall we check out the first one?
Okay, let's do it.
So the first one.
All right, first Archeum Chain Breaker Pack goes to, I can't see because it's on the screen. That's too far away from me.
Dian Kai it is.
Congratulations, Dian Kai.
Okay.
All right, we're going to roll 4 more of those things.
Okay, then we go for the second one. It's Cehmy, CEHMY, not following us. You better should.
You only get the prize if you follow us.
Uh-oh, new rule. You heard it. Jaya laid down the law. Gotta follow for that reward.
So this is the second one. There's 3 more. Let's see. The next one is Doddle Clo. Holy. DOD LKLOH. You can see that. Then we go with the third one, the fourth one. The Gamer 98.
Congratulations.
And one more, the last one. Shall we take a bit more time for that? I mean, the next stream you will see that in the next week.
Can we have some drum roll?
You're gonna grandstand for a little bit?
Yeah, just a bit. Let's hype it. Okay, let's go with the last one, and this is going to be Cantis. Cable Cantis. Okay, congratulations to that.
Okay, look, we're gonna do one more. And that's just because you guys have been awesome in chat today. I see so many hearts in chat, so many follows, so many great comments, giving us your feedback, asking us your questions. Give another one away.
Sure?
Yep, do it.
Roll it. And the 6th one is Hypnoseister. Congratulations for that. I think I get on your track with the names.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're doing better than me, dude. Historically, when I try and read names, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah, so congratulations to all 6 of you.
Yeah, and I just want to say, thanks for watching us. Really great being back with you guys. It's been so long. The feels are real. I hope the stream was informative for you guys. If you have any questions, ask them to us. We're monitoring Discord. We are constantly available on the forums. We are checking it out on all channels, Facebook, on Twitter. Send us your questions, and we'll get to them on the stream. And I have to say, it's been great. It's been really fun being back with you guys. It's just, I can't express it enough. So from us to you, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I wanted to give one more shout out to some of the folks on Twitch who are hosting us right now. I know some of you have been watching with your viewers and commenting on the stream. If you guys have questions, don't be strangers. Even if you've never played ArcheAge before, come on over and ask us questions. We're happy to get you answers for them. So just wanted to say thanks to all of you guys. Thanks for hosting us. Thanks for reacting to our stream. And I think that's it. I think you guys have a nice weekend. We're going to go get drinks, and I think we're out.
But there's one more.
Uh-oh, I lied.
There's one more. I'm
Breaks.
sorry. But that's like a personal thing also. Savage, it's you. I trolled you last week, but that's the reason why you're getting hosted today. So stick with it and show all the people why you love ArcheAge. That's the last words of mine. Groland.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Have a nice weekend.